him about his personal business, about something that literally has nothing to do with you, and you're weaponizing the death of your grandmother in the process. Girl, you. Maurice's lips are looking real rosy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, okay, Melody, you clocked it. You messy. I appreciate you for how you handled it. You handled it like a grown-ass professional woman. Upstanding black woman. But I needed you to get gutter. Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Thank you for clicking this video. I am your host, Miss Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. Hi! If this is your first time clicking this video, welcome. Make sure you click the subscribe button. I'm not playing. And if you are a returning member, hey, girl, let's just jump right on in. Okay? So the episode starts off with Maurice and Melody. Melody pulls Maurice to the side like he's in the goddamn principal office. Okay, and she's like, okay, so you know, given the recent events, and you know the little annoying voice that she do, you know, well, given the recent events and the recent things that have occurred, you know, I just wanted to come to you and bring this to your attention that, you know, I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed in seeing your behavior and this, that, and the third. And you know, my grandmother passed away due to a drunk driver. And that's when Maurice said, skirt. Hold up. What we're not gonna do, he said, stop you right there. He didn't call her a bitch, but I kind of wish that he did. I'm glad that he didn't, but I know that that's what he was thinking. And he pretty much professionally gathered her together in such a beautiful way. You know what? Shout out to Maurice. Let me just say this. I don't really care for high yellow ass Maurice. I really don't. Kimmy, quite frankly, I really do feel like Kimmy could do a lot better. And I wish that, but that's another conversation for another day. But in this instance, I really appreciated the way he handled, okay, when I tell you he handled Melody Holt, this episode Melody was getting on my mother nerves, okay? Melody was working my nerves. I ain't gonna call you Melody Holt. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm really trying to be respectful. And I'm trying, but Melody, you make it so hard, bro. You make it so hard to root for you when you do stupid like this, bro. Like, and this ain't even the worst shit that you did, but we gonna get to that in a second. So yeah, Maurice handled her and was like, listen, like, respectfully, what do you even know about this case? Like, you know, you seem so invested. Like, did you even read the report? Then Melody decides to flip the script, like, well, you tell me. Why don't you tell me what happened? You were there. No. Why don't you tell me? You the one that's running your mouth, running off at your mouth, all right? Running off at your, running around town, talking about me. You're talking about me, kissing on women and all kinds of shit. Now he didn't clock that. But you're the one who's going around perpetuating this narrative. I would think, and I agree, Melody, for you to be so invested, for you to be so interested in this case, I would think that you would have been a little more prepared. I would have thought that you would have had the report lined up, ready to go and ready to read it for him. I mean, if you're going to come and drop, if you're going to spill some tea, spill it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, did you forget who the you was messing with? Did you forget that Maurice is an attorney at law? Like, you really thought that you was finna come and check this nigga about some shit and you didn't have your receipts, your dockets, and your documents in order? You fool. You foolish woman. Like, Melody, I'm sorry, Maurice had you looking stupid. I mean, not as stupid as Martell has had you looking, but yeah, like, I'm sorry. I was here for it. And then for her to be like, you know, your tone is getting elevated. That man kept it cute with you. What are you talking about? You over here pressing him about his personal business, about something that literally has nothing to do with you, and you're weaponizing the death of your grandmother in the process. Girl, you. Kimmy, you better than me, child. You better than me, because the way y'all, I'm sorry, Melody is playing games. Melody is playing in y'all face. And, child, I ain't got time for it. So, yeah, shout out to Maurice for, in this regard, in this moment. This is the only time you'll ever get a shout out from me with your high yellow ass. I'm sorry. Let me just say this. Marquez ain't shit. Marquez, you are a deadbeat. You are an inadequate father. You're a brokey. You are broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay? You're a fucking embarrassment. Your kids don't like you. It's clear as day. Your kids literally walk in the opposite direction whenever you come around them. They cringe at the sight of you. It was cringy watching you walk around introducing yourself as the father. Hi, I'm the father. If you what's understood ain't got to be explained. The father, like, people, like, I don't have to, just like how I don't have to walk around introducing myself as the wife. I'm his wife. I'm his wife. Ken and Marquez, they had their little, I don't want to say powwow, because that's, I don't think we're allowed to say that no more, but they had their sit down. It wasn't much of a sit down. And Marquez clocked it. And Marquez pretty much was like, Ken, I feel like you're overcompensating because you don't have any biological children of your own. And I'm sorry, I agree. I hate to admit, I hate to agree with this deadbeat ass jigger. But I do, Ken, I do. It feels like you are overcompensating. Especially when you stood up and gave that tacky ass speech. With you talking about, shout outs, this is shout outs to our kids and shout outs to the men that take care of their kids. Again, Ken, what's understood ain't got to be explained. If you really was a daddy, if you was such a intricate aspect of these kids' life, you ain't got to go up and do no song and dance, no performance. It gives, honestly, and that's my thing. You don't give a fuck about them motherfucking kids. And honestly, that's really what it comes down to. This is more, I really do think that you're more concerned with Marquez. You want to get at Marquez. You want to that's what it is. Because I feel like if you really were concerned about the kids, if the kids really was the root of your concern, you wouldn't have went up there and did that tacky ass speech. I feel like Ken's behavior is predatory as I think it's predatory when men, I think that Ken is targeting single women, single mothers, newly divorced, newly broken homes, for lack of better words. I think that he targets women in their most vulnerable state and comes in on some Captain Save-A-Ho and plays daddy. And I'm sorry, you being, again, even when he says in his confessional, he's like, it takes a lot for a man to step up and da-da-da-da. Girl, okay. It doesn't take a lot when you have ulterior motives. And we're not about to act like men, like predators don't exist. Not to say that Ken is a predator. I'm not saying that Ken is on that. But I'm saying that, his behavior is synonymous with predators. That's what I'm fucking saying. Okay? You ain't even really been in them kids' life long enough for them to be calling you daddy. That in itself is kind of weird. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like after 2 years, I think that's a little, in my trip, I feel like they should still be calling him Mr. Ken. They only been together for 2 years. I don't know. I mean, but that's what happens when you start relationships with people while you're still married. And that's what y'all do. Y'all introduce you bring your kids around niggas when you're still married. You running around and running around Melody Holt's house. Melody Holt, at the time she was still Holt. She was running around her house when she was still married. And can we talk about that? Can we clock that motherfucking tea? I did not like when they was talking about, the whole thing that transpired the night before, and they was saying that, oh, well, why does Melody care, about, why was Melody asking me questions about the details of the house, and why does Melody care about this, and the third? Let me tell you something. Melody has every right to question what the was happening while she was married, and what the was potentially happening in her goddamn house. While she was married. I don't care if it was in the midst of the divorce. I don't care if it was on the outs. That she has a right to ask questions. And she has a right to get her answers. Melody, you better than me. And it's girl, what? Am I in the Twilight Zone? Are we really questioning why a woman, why she had, why do you care? What the fuck you mean? You was in my house? Just us off the principle. And then not only that, is it not a sexual health concern? I mean, granted, I need to know. I need to know what I feel like I have a right to know who was my husband while I was married to him. Am I tripping? Girl, at the bare minimum, if you gonna potentially fuck on my husband, you at least owe me that. Yes, bitch, you owe me a mother. I don't give a fuck if we got divorced 10 years ago, bitch. I have fucking questions. I don't think Melody is wrong for asking that. But that's me. That's just my opinion. So anyways, child, Trisha, Tisha, and Kimmy, they sitting at the table. They talking about everything that happened. And they talked about, what I just described earlier. And then basically Trisha brings to Kimmy's attention that Melody been running around town talking shit about you, girl, and Melody is talking about this damn lipstick on on Maurice's lips, child. I remember when Maurice's mugshot, you know, first dropped, was first released. I remember seeing it. I remember like, oh damn, Maurice got a got a DUI, processing it and moving about my day. I don't ever remember being looking at his lips and being like, ooh, child, it looked like he got some lipstick on. It looked like he got some lip on his, a little lip chap on his collar. I never ever thought that. Like, and y'all let me know, am I the only one? Because I feel like, now granted, after going back and looking at the video and looking at the picture, yeah, Maurice's lips are looking real rosy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, okay, Melody, you clocked it. You messy bitch. You messy bitch. Like, yeah, like and it don't look like no damn Kool-Aid, bitch. It looks like, yeah, like lipstick. It does. Or, I mean, at best, I mean, if you wanted maybe like a tinted lipstick or something, a tinted chapstick, it's very cherry, okay? So, Melody, you got that. You did that, bitch. But you, like, at the same time, and we're getting ahead of ourselves, but we're going to clock that in a second. So, that was that. Kimmy basically says during the sit down that she feels like Melody is determined to prove that everybody's husband is cheating on them, and I agree. Melody has a weird fixation with infidelity in people's marriage, but we're gonna get to that in a second. We're gonna get to that. So boom, then we got Mel and Chris. I don't care. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but like, I'm just like, girl, if you don't go ahead and enjoy your marriage and go celebrate your goddamn 30-year anniversary and get out my face. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to, like, I get it. You're grieving. I get it. Like, you over here, don't nobody care about your rich nigga problems. We don't care. We don't give a fuck about you going through whatever the fuck you're going through. If it's too much, then scale back. You don't have to have a Renaissance ass, grandiose anniversary. Y'all, I feel like these are first world problems. This is the shit that Americans do. That's so annoying, girl. Like, if you don't go and take that husband, that fine ass husband of yours, and love on him, and go take a trip, go do something. You better go and celebrate your 30-year anniversary and stop fucking playing, because that is something that deserves to be celebrated. Okay? Matter of fact, let's take a motherfucking sip to Black Love. Okay, because, well, you know what, you never know, child, because you over here, sometimes you celebrate these unions, and quiet as it's kept, little do you know, mama's getting her ass whooped. I'm not saying that that's the situation with Chris. I would pray that that's not, I don't think it is, but I'm just saying in general, sometimes we have to be, we got to be mindful when we have these parasocial relationships. But girl, I'm over here, I'm chatting, I'm yapping. Marquez is a grade A narcissist, and I know we like to throw that word narcissist around very freely, so I'm not even gonna give him that, because granted, I'm not a medical professional, but there's some, I'm not even gonna give him narcissist. I'm not even gonna give him that. Matter of fact, me calling him a narcissist is an insult to actual narcissists. He's just a dumbass that really thinks he's just fucking stupid. Like, he's just dumb. And Trisha, I really hate that you let him get you so riled up. Like, girl, he's not even worth it. Like, honestly, and that's why I'm just like, I do agree with Melody. Like, do you I think it's something that I don't want to say that just because he triggers you, that means that you still want him, because I think that's a loaded statement. And Melody, for you, out of all people, to say that is kind of crazy, considering your circumstances. Honestly, and this is my thing with Marquez. Marquez, you really ain't shit. You really don't give about them kids. You ain't worried about them kids. If you were, like, and honestly, that's my issue with all three of them. This whole throuple, Marquez, Ken, and Trisha. They are not, what about the kids? Let's stay focused on the kids. I feel like Trisha tries her best to keep the focus on the kids, but I'm sorry, Trisha, you allow Marquez's dumbass antics to rile you up. And that's exactly what he was doing this whole time. He was really trying. You could tell he was trying. He was succeeding. He was successfully getting under your skin. And I hate that for you, sister. I really do. Next, let's talk about what we came here to talk about, bitch. Let's talk about it, huh? Kimmy, Kimberly, come here. I need for somebody to send this video to Kim, my girl Kimmy, specifically, because I want her to hear this message and I want her to hear it good. Kimmy girl, can I call you? I know it's Kimmy. Can I call you Kim for short? You let me know if you let me know if I know you like that. I'm gonna call you Kimmy just for now. Kimmy girl, listen, I'm gonna need you to bring that Baltimore out. Okay, I'm gonna need you to bring it out, bitch. Because I know you got it in you, and I know, and honestly, like Kimmy, I respect you. I really do respect you a lot, for how you handled it. But bitch, you a better woman than I ever be. Because I'm telling you, the way Melody was playing in your fucking face, ho. I'm sorry. Like, okay, so, bitch, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I just couldn't let it. I just couldn't allow it. It just could never be me. A bitch could never play in my face. Bitch, I'm sorry. Let's get to it. So, Melody and Kimberly, Kimberly, okay, because I'm gonna call you Kimberly, because that's what it was given. It was given very much so HR professional. I'm gonna call you by your whole name, okay? Kimberly, Kimberly was sitting up there with her legs crossed, just as classy as she want to be, and Melody, with her fake ass, Melody's like, okay, so what is this? I see you call me. Now, usually I'm the one that does the meetings, but y'all see that you called me. What is this about? And so, yeah, Kimberly was like, you know, yes. Yes. Like, I love the way Kimmy was at. Like, Kimmy, she did that. So she was like, you know, I called you here because it's been brought to my attention. You know, that's how Kimmy be talking. She be all professional. She be trying to, like, you feel me? She was like, so it's been brought to my attention that, you know, this, that, and the third, and the proclivities, pretty much saying, bitch, I heard that you've been talking shit. I heard that you had my husband's name in your fuck ass mouth, and I just wanted to know what's going on. And see, that's how I wanted Kimmy to handle it, because that's how I would have handled it. Okay, that's exactly. I'm sorry. All of this professional shit. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not with that. Like, one thing about me, I'm not with that rah-rah. I'm really not. I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't even consider myself to be a confrontational person. Contrary to popular belief, I really don't like arguing with people and going back and forth. However, I'm with whatever. I'm on whatever you're on. You feel me? And so me, I'm really good with, like, asking somebody, like, I'm sorry, do we have a problem? Like, I'm sorry, like, what's up? Like, is everything, are we good? Are you good? Because I know I'm good, but are you good? Because I heard that I hear that it's been, you know, I heard that you have a lot to say. And I just wish that, Kimmy, I wish that you would have brought that energy to Melody, because I feel like it was deserving. Like, all this nice shit, I appreciate you for how you handled it. You handled it like a grown-ass professional woman, upstanding black woman. But I needed you to get gutter. Because sometimes you gotta get like that with bitches like Melody. Melody is playing in your face, dog. Like, it's like, I'm sitting here, like, screaming at my computer watching this shit. I'm like, Melody, bro. So she's, like, pretty much asking her, hey, so, you know, I heard, you know, you've been going around town, you know, talking about my husband's DUI. I'm not really sure why. Can we talk about that? Can we clock, like, why do you even care? Why are you so fixated? Bitch, are you bored, ho? You ain't got nothing going on in your ass, pathetic ass life. You so rich. You so Melody Cherie. You got it. She got it. Why are you so concerned about, okay? What? Why do you care? Why are you going around talking about Maurice and telling Tisha and Trisha that he had lipstick on his collar, lipstick on his lip? Like, why are you doing that? Asked her real, like, woman to woman, like, not even like also like I'm trying to fight you. Like, I feel like Kimmy handled it very professionally. Like, she did it because she, again, like I said, you're better than me, because I would have been like, bitch, what the fuck is, I would have been, there would have been some curse words, and definitely been through the way, I just know how I am. Like, I'm like, girl, what the fuck is your problem? That would have been my fucking question. That would have been the first question that came out of my motherfucking mouth in regards to, but that's me. So she was like, girl, you know, so she asked her, like, why, like, and it was like a genuine question, like, why are you, like, Melody, why are you doing this? Do you know what that raggedy bitch had the nerve to say to her? She was like, well, I don't feel like I don't feel like I need to tell you that. I don't feel like I need to have this conversation with you. Girl, what the fuck? Huh? You going around town having a conversation with everybody else. Why the fuck can't you have it with me? Out of all people. What, Melody? What? Your brain. How does it work? Is anybody there? Like, it's like, what is wrong with? I'm like, what? And so at that very given moment, Kimberly, that is when that Baltimore needed to come out. I wanted to hear that dude, and what all that shit that y'all be doing is how y'all be saying. I want that shit to come out. I want her to be like, look, bitch, let me tell you something. Let me tell your motherfucker. I wanted that Monique. I wanted all the Baltimore. Okay, wherever you from, I wanted that to come out. Okay? Cause I was just like, girl, like, what? I just wanted, and so she was like, so what? So you're not gonna have this conversation with me? And she was like, well, I mean, you know what Melody. Well, well, let's be clear. Then she goes on to say, well, I mean, it was talked about in the blogs. Bitch, ain't nobody said nothing. If at best, your fucking Inspector Gadget ass was probably rummaging around through the comment section on the Shade Room, and you probably saw somebody, a couple bots, okay, a couple people, a couple whispers talking about that. Okay, that's how. I'm telling you, the average person like myself looked at that damn video, looked at that damn picture of Maurice in that mugshot and went on and didn't think nothing about outside of him getting a mugshot. Maybe it's just me. Y'all let me know. Did y'all, when y'all saw that, did any red flags go off? Did you initially see? When you initially saw the picture, did you catch that tea? Did you clock that tea with the red lipstick? Now I will say Melody is not lying. When I went back at yes, okay, like I said, Maurice, now you're not beating the allegations. Now let's be clear. Okay, let's say this, right, Melody? Let's say that Maurice was out here having a full-blown orgy. He was out here having a time. He was really sleeping around on his wife and got caught after a night of fun in the broad daylight, whatever narrative that you're trying to put out there. Okay, and what? So what? What are you trying to prove? It's like, what? I don't get it. You do have this weird fixation with like, haha, bitch, your man is cheating too. Okay? All right. Like, I don't think that's not the issue. I think it's weird that you keep on trying to, like, first of all, you keep trying to relate and compare your situation to theirs. Bitch, let's be very clear. Your husband went and had a baby on you. Your husband was out here in these streets throwing his raw around, throwing his raw penis into whoever was willing to take it. Okay? And you knew all about it. We saw it all on season 1. And you know what you did? You called him out on it, acted like you was finna leave him. And you know what you did after that? You went and got pregnant by him again. While he was doing all that. And then he went and had a baby on you. Girl, that's on you. Like, that's on you. Don't project that messy ass, for the love of Ray J, loving hip hop ass bullshit onto everybody else's marriage. Now, granted, we all know them damn Scott brothers ain't shit. And my thing is like, Melody, you act like you doing something. You act like you think, do you really think that you got some tea on Kimmy and Marcel, on Kimmy and Trisha's husbands? Do you really think that there's anything in this world that you know about their husbands that they already don't know? Like, if you know, come on now, you talking about this women's intuition. So if you know what the tea is, isn't it safe to assume that their wives also clock the tea as well? Melody, like, it's weird. Like, why? It's like, again, like I said in my last review, she's single and alone, and she wants everybody to be single and alone. She feels empowered by everyone else's marriage being, that's her empowerment. Her empowerment depends on other women's marriages being ended and not be her. Okay, she finds empowerment in in the demise and in trauma bonding over failed marriages and broken marriages and infidelity and all kinds of messy ass shit. Melody, you're a fucking weirdo. You're a weird ass bitch. And I'm tired of you and your shit. And I'm tired of us pretending like she's not weird as fuck. And I'm sorry, But you and that weird ass nigga, y'all 2 peas in a fucking pot. I don't care what nobody say. Now, I'm not saying that that's an excuse for RP and all the other F shit that this nigga had you going through. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that, bitch, y'all cut from the same fucking cloth. You the way you gaslight people, the way you avoid accountability, the way you try to flip the script on people, like y'all have like a lot in common, a lot more in common than you would like to admit. And then even for you to be like, the fact that you're asking me, cause so Kimmy pretty much asked her like, bitch, do you know something that I don't know? Do you have some information on my husband that you care to share with the class? And Melody gonna take that and say, well, the fact that you're even asking me about, your husband, that says a lot. That speaks volume. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm asking you to put your cards on the fucking table. You running around town like you got some information on me, bitch. So I'm coming to you, woman to woman, grown woman to grown woman. But see, you still vibrating in that little girl energy. That's what it is, and that's why you put on that schoolgirl ass voice whenever you're faced with conflict. That's why you over here tone policing people whenever people try to hold you accountable for your actions. Typical deflecting patterns that are seen, and I just Melody, ugh, you're exhausting. Yeah, this episode was cute. This episode was real cute. I'm looking forward to reviewing the rest of the season, clocking the tea, honey. I know I fell off with the reviews, but I'm back. I'm catching up. I know I never talked about the situation with Martell and Marceau, but we're gonna get to that in a second because I feel like that's never ending. But yes, y'all, thank you for clicking this video. If this is your first time watching, please make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell because I do go live every Monday at 9 o'clock on Messy Mondays. And I need to get up off this camera. So I will see y'all in the new year. Yeah, definitely see you in the new year. I look forward to some new content, new podcasts. And yeah. Make sure you subscribe. I love y'all. And comment below and let me know what you want to see more of. And let me know if you agree with what I'm saying. And let me know if you disagree so we can fight. I love y'all so much. Happy New Year, y'all. Bye. Love y'all.